Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenna, a licensed marriage and family therapist, a full-time working mama to two beautiful little girls with another one currently on the way. I know that it is the new year 2022 and we all are kind of focusing on what the new year is going to bring. So there's a lot of people that don't really like to set New Year's resolutions for whatever reason that may be. Maybe because they just have goals that they want to set throughout the year and not call it a New Year's resolution. Or sometimes we can be fearful that if we set goals and then we don't achieve those goals, what does that mean? What does that mean about us? What does that mean about the future? What does that mean about the year itself? Was it unsuccessful because we didn't achieve those goals that we set on January 1? So I don't necessarily want to focus on setting New Year's resolutions, but maybe just some goal setting in different areas of our lives, some things that we want to work toward achieving. I know personally, I have set some goals for myself. Like I said, this is also something that I will do with my clients. What I like to do in some of my sessions with them is to set SMART goals. So if you're unfamiliar with what a SMART goal is, this is something that we like to utilize when we are goal setting. So obviously it's an acronym, so a SMART goal. So each letter stands for something else. So the S for SMART stands for specific. So what will be accomplished? So we want to narrow this down and be very specific. So what actions will I take in order to achieve this goal? So S for specific. The M is measurable. So how are we going to measure this goal? How much? How well? How often? So we want to kind of think about that. How can we make this goal measurable? A is for achievable. So is this goal doable? Is it realistic? Is it doable? Can we accomplish this goal? Do we have the tools necessary to accomplish the goal? Do we have the resources? What are we going to need to make this achievable? Then relevant. So how is this aligning with my overarching goals? How does this tie in with that? How is it relevant? And why is it important? Why is this result going to help lead us to achieving these other goals that we have set as well? And then T is for time bound. So time, we're going to focus on what is the time frame for accomplishing this goal. So we kind of set a specific time that we're going to achieve that goal in. So is that a week? Is that a month? Is that 6 months from now? Whatever the case be, we're going to set a time for that goal. So I know that with working with my clients, this is something that works really well, just because it helps them to kind of narrow down the goal, make it very specific. So we can kind of have a goal of like, I want to become a realtor, let's say. Okay, so you want to become a realtor. So that could be a goal, right? And we can set that as a goal, but it's not very specific. It's not time bound. We're not thinking about what resources we're going to need in order to accomplish that goal. So this kind of creates a scope and helps us narrow down exactly what we're trying to accomplish. So like I said, if you want to become a realtor, okay, what does that look like? Let's set some smaller goals that work toward that larger goal. A lot of times people get bogged down because they don't really know where to start when they're working toward a goal. So they have these wonderful ideas. So becoming a realtor, that's a wonderful idea. That's a wonderful goal to have. But it can feel very daunting and very overwhelming for people. So being able to kind of set a more specific goal that works toward that larger goal can seem more doable and more realistic. So something that you may want to set as a goal would be that in order to become a realtor, you would want to create a goal such as, I am going to sign up for a real estate course in order to receive my license, so I'm going to sign up for a real estate course within the next month in order to work toward becoming a realtor. So maybe setting that goal, it's more specific. Is it doable? So we kind of have to assess that. So going on and finding, where we would register for that course and how much the course is. Is that something we can afford? Kind of breaking down those different stats and different parts of the goal, but being able to create the goal of within the next month, I am going to find and sign up for a realtor course in order to work toward achieving licensure as a real estate agent. So that is something that you can kind of set as a goal. I think starting out with setting these SMART goals and smaller goals to work toward larger overarching goals is a wonderful place to begin. Let's go back to what we talked about with the SMART goals. So being specific. So what will be accomplished? Measurable. What are we measuring? How are we going to measure it? How much? How well? How often? So are you going to work on this realtor course 1 time a week, or 2 times a week, or 3 times a week? Whatever the case is, setting a measurable goal. Achievable. So is it doable? What are the resources we need? How can we get those resources so that we can make this goal doable and achievable? Relevant. How does this align with my overarching goal? How is this a stepping stone to my larger goal that I have in mind? And then time bound. Time. So setting a time frame. This is something that works really well. If you set a time frame for yourself, this is when you want to accomplish this by. That's what you're striving for. So is that a week from now, 3 weeks from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, whatever the case, setting that time frame for accomplishing this goal. How is this stepping stone? When do you want to achieve this stepping stone? When do you want to make it to this stepping stone to get to the larger overarching goal? So like I said, this is something that I do personally for myself, setting SMART goals, how I'm going to achieve these goals throughout the year and reach my overarching goal that I have set for 2022. I think it's a perfect way to start, a perfect way to kick off the new year, and I just really encourage all of you out there to set some SMART goals for yourself, for your family, kind of creating whatever it is that you want to create in 2022, because it is achievable. You can do it. You just need to take the time to set some of these smaller goals in order to reach that larger overarching goal. So I would love to hear your feedback. So please comment below with what you think about SMART goals. Is this something that you typically do for yourself throughout the year? Is this the first year that you're kind of trying it? Have you never really set goals, been a goal setter before? You just kind of roll with it and just see what happens for the year. And hey, if that works for you, it works for you. If you like to be a goal setter, you like to set goals, you like to strive towards achieving different things throughout the year, then I think this is a wonderful place to start. Like I said, so drop some comments below. Let me know if this is something that you are going to give a try. And then for my fellow clinicians, is this something that you have done with clients in the past? Have you used this with them to help them work towards achieving their goals? Let me know if this is something that you've tried before, something that you're interested in trying, and let me know how it works out. I wish you all the best of luck, and I thank you so much for tuning in to my channel and for joining me to kind of goal set for 2022 and talk about SMART goals and what that looks like. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video, so please join me next time for another progression session. Until then, y'all stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, y'all.